What's up, guys? LQ here to talk about Survivor 50, Episode 8. And this was yet another multi-elimination episode. So this makes it, what, 2 double elimination episodes and 1 triple elimination episode. Kind of crazy, but when we have a cast that big, obviously there's going to be some double elimination episodes. So this one was interesting because they forced players to get into pairs without letting them know why they were getting into pairs. I think clearly they knew that it was part of the immunity challenge, but I don't think that they realized the long-lasting repercussions that there were going to be of being in pairs. And Sari didn't get a pair, so she got to go to Exile Island, where she got to participate in this Find a Coconut challenge. So there was a coconut with a phoenix on it, and it was randomly placed amongst 2,000 coconuts on the beach, and Sari had to find the coconut with the phoenix on it before the timer run out. I saw a lot of people online saying production definitely helped her. There's no way she found that. Production definitely helped her. Okay, for me, that's a kind of a ridiculous statement. First of all, Survivor has standards and practices. Ultimately, it's a game show, and there are rules regarding game shows, and those rules consist of fairness to the contestant and to the other contestants. So even if they showed Sari where it was, they can say, well, that's fair to Sari. You know, that's an unfair task. That's fair to Sari. It's still unfair to all the other contestants. So there's no way that they gave her help. And when I was watching the show, she had a good system in place. She was systematically going through the beach, moving coconuts aside that she had already checked. It was just a matter of time before she found it. Was she going to find it quick enough to beat the timer? Who knows? But she was definitely going to find it. So, yeah, the whole Sari, production helps Sari, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. All right, let's move on to the elimination. Unfortunately, one of my favorite players got sent home, Coach. Yep, I'm a big Coach fan. I've always been a big Coach fan, dating all the way back to Tocantins. And I really thought he was going to go a long way in this one. And I guess he did. He made it to the jury. But I thought that he was going to be a potential Final 3. Alas, he didn't get there. And he ended up making the jury. And Chrissy had the bad luck of being tied to Coach. And that's where I think, you know, Chrissy was kind of the real loser of this episode. You know, I think I wanted Coach to make it a long way. But I think that based on the last episode, it was really, you know, Coach's number was up on this episode. And I kind of felt that the whole episode. And I think Chrissy felt that Coach's number was up. I think everybody felt that Coach's number was up. So I don't know if she would have tied herself to him willingly had she known that they were going to vote out a pair. That's why I think that I would have liked it if production would have let them know what was going on. Now, it's Survivor, and there's twists, and you know, this does not break any rules that they've established. Going back to the rules of production, right? Fairness for all the contestants. It was perfectly fair. But I don't know that Chrissy would have willingly been tied to Coach had she known. But Coach goes, Chrissy goes with, and unfortunately, that's it. That's probably it for Coach in Survivor. He said on a podcast recently that he would come back for a blood versus water with his son. I don't know, but my guess is we're not going to see Coach back. And, that's okay. I feel like this was a good ending for him. I feel like he came back and tried to be a different player. Ultimately, Survivor strips us down and shows the world who we really are, and we got real Coach there at the end. The eccentric Dragon Slayer Coach. And I loved it. I loved getting that side of him, and I love seeing that side of him. Of the players that's left, I think that Rizzo is in a really strong position. I think Ozzy and Sari are both in really strong positions. I honestly think Stephanie's in a pretty strong position. So I think Devins is in a precarious position, and I do think that did I say Darius Devins? Maybe I did say Devins. I think Devins is in a precarious position, and I think that Emily and Jonathan are definitely sitting right there in the middle, right where they want to be, along with Aubrey. So that's my take on the 8th episode of Survivor 50. I hate seeing Coach go. Probably rooting for Ozzy, Suri, and Stephanie now. We'll see how it plays out. What did you guys think of this episode? Let me know in the comments down below. While you're down there commenting, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. And until next time, we'll see you guys later.